All right, guys, we are gonna quickly paint this guy. Super cute door hanger, 10.5 inches. And I'm gonna start color sorting. So I want these to be like an aloe green, I think. That's what I'm thinking right now. This will be white. These will be white. This will be beige. This will be white. These will be black. This will be beige. This is going to be deep ochre. And this will be white. This will be burgundy. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. All right, so I'm going to move some of these pieces to the side because I'm going to start with this big guy first. Okay, so I ran out of rollers, so I think I am, yep, I'm going to use a makeup sponge to cover this bad boy. All right, so I'm going to stick with light buttermilk. Seems to be my favorite white color lately. And so this is going to be white. You don't need to worry about getting paint in here because this will be covered by his face. Like this piece right here. Okay. Don't mind my dogs. I don't know what they're doing. This would have been really quick paint job if I would have just had a roller, but I don't have any more rollers, replacement rollers to use a roller and show. I don't need to worry about painting his mustache because his mustache will cover that. And white always needs more than one coat. Okay. All right, we'll let that dry. Now we can paint his, I need to replace my painter's tape one of these times. Nothing wants to stick. Okay, my dogs are being annoying. I can go outside for a minute. All right, so eyebrows. Okay, and since I have some black here, we can go ahead and do his eyes. And I'm going to bring this back. And we are going to work on this red part. So I'm just going to stick with deep burgundy. I had some on my paint palette from the previous project, and I'm going to need more. Don't need to worry about painting up here because his little ornament cap will cover that. So I'm going to paint that deep ochre. Okay. But I am going to paint this. This will require another coat. Alright, we'll let that dry. And we'll move this back over here and get some aloe. So this is my color match of aloe, Deco Arts aloe. I got it color matched at Home Depot. Alright, add another layer of white paint to his eyebrows. And we can do another layer of black on his eyes. Didn't need it, but I have paint here, so. Alright, I'll let that dry. And this is going to be deep ochre. That's marigold. Deep ochre. Deep ochre always needs more than one coat. So all right, this needs to be painted white. That's it. And dry. All right, this needs to be white. A little bit more to my paint palette. That dry. This and this need to be beige, so this is my warm beige, same color as Deco Art, but I got a color matched at Home Depot. Go over this guy again. And bring this guy back over. I'm going to do another layer of burgundy. It's a little spatty. This guy and line him up just to make sure I got good coverage. Yep. Looks good. I'm happy with my white. All right, it might be almost time to start putting him together. Add another layer of aloe to my letters. And let this dry. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Washed my hands because they were a little messy. Waited a few minutes to let this dry, and I think we are ready to put him together. I'm not going to do anything fancy, like shading or anything. I'm going to keep this guy pretty simple. I am going to add some cheeks though. I'm just kind of placing everything. Make sure everything is painted good. Yeah, he's gonna look like a bobber, but he's kind of cute. He looks like an ornament, not a bobber. My daughter and her boyfriend are fishing fools. So that's probably why I think it looks like a bobber. All right, I'm gonna use my distressing crayon. So Fire Brick distressing crayon. I'm gonna add some red highlight to his nose. And then I'm gonna add him some cheeks. So just put it on like you're adding blush on. All right, I like that. And I think I might want to blend this out just a little bit. There seems to be like a hole there. There, that's better. All right. Let's start gluing him together. So I like to use art glitter glue. And if you watch this channel this far, my name is Lisa. I'm with Forever Bloom. I cut these DIY laser wood kit items out and I sell them on Whatnot. If you're new to Whatnot, make sure you find my referral link because new buyers get $25 credit. Whatnot is just a platform that people go on and do live sales, and it's fun. And you can pick up some pretty decent deals, so. Don't mind my dog, I dropped something. Line this up with the score lines. And then I'm gonna get his face in there so I can make sure that he's perfect. And that's what I love about art glitter glue, is that it gives you a few, oh, that's upside down, a little bit of time to get everything in line. Trying to find my, yeah, I thought I was low. Got a little bit of glue there. It just lifted. All right, that's perfect. Move that up. Okay, and then his mustache. I think that's glue. And you can clean up this glue with just water too. That's another reason why I like it. So when I'm done with this and after everything is well dry, I'll just take a baby wipe and clean that up. And if it doesn't clean up, I will paint over it. All right, so we're just gonna line his nose up over his face and his mustache. Like that. Add some glue to his eye holes and pop in his eyes. Cute. And then we'll move on to his eyebrows. Just line it up with the score line. And I like to pick up my piece and just look at it straight on. What you can do with this, since these are pretty small, is you can put some glue on your paint palette and then take like a leftover sponge and dip it into the glue and then just add it to the back. And that way you don't have to worry about glue seepage. And then line it up with the score lines. Whoop, dropping stuff. Luckily, I just cleaned my floors, so there's no dog hair underneath my table. Okay. All right, he's pretty cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am gonna finish it out with a bow. So if you're in my whatnot show tonight, you'll see the bow.